Hey, adrenaline junkies, welcome back. What you're about to see isn't scripted, it isn't staged, and it definitely isn't safe. This is raw police body cam footage where one bad decision turns into a chain reaction of chaos, sirens, and split-second judgment calls. Stay locked in, because once this starts, there's no pause button.
November 20th, 2024 kicked off with a face-palm-worthy move. An FHP trooper came head-to-head with a Mustang traveling the wrong direction down State Road 79. After pulling every wrong move in the book, Daniel was finally taken into custody. He's likely looking at multiple charges, including resisting and reckless driving. Thankfully, no major injuries were reported, though his pride and his Mustang definitely didn't make it out unscathed. In Florida, trying to outrun fate usually lands you in cuffs. Some drivers make bad choices, others make career-defining bad choices. On April 20th, 2024, David Arrington was about to lock in his spot in the second category. Georgia State Patrol Trooper Kirby spotted him in Baldwin County, drifting off the road, but the moment the blue lights flashed, the mood and the stakes changed instantly.
Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it! This has got to end. I can't let him back on the roadway.
Arrington was pulled from the wreck, still smelling of alcohol, and later found with suspected cocaine in his pocket. He refused to give a blood sample and added resisting behavior to his growing list of problems. This chase was proof that some people aren't just running from the law, they're running from reality. Escambia County, Florida, on June 21st, 2022, deputies engaged in a pursuit with a suspect refusing to stop. The driver pushed the limits before being brought to a halt.
Yeah, they're going to bring me up for it. Yeah. Hey, I think you took my radio here.
After a brief struggle, the suspect was arrested without major injuries. He now faces multiple charges connected to fleeing, resisting arrest, and reckless endangerment. Speeders get stopped all the time, but on June 3, 2023, one Dodge Challenger in Savannah decided to make it personal. The driver could have accepted the ticket, instead he chose chaos. In just seconds, what started as a basic traffic stop turned into a high-speed showdown packed with near misses, wild turns, and one very persistent trooper.
Don't do it. Pit, Rick, pit. I think we're on Durant. Stand by.
The man behind the wheel turned out to be unlicensed and freshly high, with a mouth full of excuses and the scent of weed on his breath. He admitted to fleeing just to avoid another ticket. Instead, he racked up a felony-level to-do list. After being cleared by hospital staff, he was booked and charged accordingly. Let this one be a reminder: when you try to outrun responsibility, the only thing waiting at the finish line is reality and handcuffs. On the afternoon of December 8, 2022, a driver refused to pull over despite multiple police commands. For several minutes, he stayed behind the wheel, ignoring every instruction from troopers as the situation grew more tense by the second.
She's still on 440.
And we're just before the 13. 49, we're on. Yes, okay.
Do what? You got better ass? No, I got a crowbar.
Well, I'm sorry.
You ready to bust this window? Here, I'll hold these while you start busting. That's what we need to do. Is it locked? Yes. Come with your hand. Hang on. Get out. 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 Get on the ground.
On the morning of June 3, 2024, a Florida Highway Patrol trooper attempted to pull over a Chrysler 200 along Interstate 4 in Volusia County. The driver, a 26-year-old Orlando man, sped away, initiating a pursuit that would stretch across multiple counties. The chase ended in Orange County when troopers finally disabled the vehicle. The driver was transported to a local hospital for treatment. Authorities did not disclose the extent of his injuries, but confirmed he faces multiple charges once released. High beam sirens and a battered pickup flying down a Georgia highway at over 100 miles per hour. That was the scene on April 6, 2021, just before midnight. What began as a simple traffic stop spiraled into a high-stakes pursuit, with an impaired driver tossing mystery items out the window like it was a moving garage sale. Forsyth County deputies were doing everything they could to keep up, but when they called in the Georgia State Patrol, the tempo changed instantly.
I can't understand you. Can you speak up?
That's your next thing that you're coming up to.
All right. Yeah, we just passed the sign for next exit, so we're getting there. Spalding Drive ready.
Here's Spalding Drive.
He's throwing more stuff out the window. After we pass the 55-mile-an-hour speed limit sign under the exit 5 sign. I see some blue lights up ahead. I think it's going to be my troopers.
On a stretch of highway where one wrong twitch can flip a vehicle, a bold maneuver came out of nowhere. It was the kind of high-speed gamble that only ends one of two ways, and this one ended in a way the driver never saw coming.
Taking the lead. This will be over with just a second, bro.
Every second on that stretch of highway was borrowed time, and when one trooper finally took the risk to shut it all down, the results were instant, undeniable, and game-ending.
Oh, the old tow booth. Looks like they're about to pin him. Well, they pin him. 41. He's flipped and rolled and hit the wall.
Clear on 41.
Holy shit!
75, get ready. 25, everybody else. Go back in the county on the
Extremely 1049.
50 to 50.
Once the dust settled and the suspect's vehicle was fully boxed and the takedown unfolded with practiced speed, officers pulled up weapons drawn and pulled the driver, later identified as Jansen Cardell Jones, from the cab. He turned out to have a suspended license, active warrants for drug-related charges, and a car full of tossed contraband. Jones was taken into custody and now faces felony fleeing, DUI, drugs, reckless driving, and a laundry list of other charges. At the end of the day, when the state boys show up, it's not a matter of if you're getting caught, it's just how soon. In the early hours of May 4th, 2025, a Florida Highway Patrol trooper spotted something every officer dreads. He refused to stop.
74, 39, so black to 2-door. Detail showing expired, last 4465. You must have been cleared about.
We're on the Tampa side, you signal 4.
The pursuit ended violently, with the Supra striking a pole and bursting into flames. Miraculously, both the driver, Brendan Ramnarine, and his 32-year-old passenger survived with injuries that did not take their lives. Brandon now faces charges for fleeing at high speed, a decision that could have cost him far more than a court date. At the end of the night, the bridge was left scorched, the Supra destroyed, and one driver learning that arrogance burns brighter than taillights. Blue lights danced in the night sky over Arkansas on March 20th, 2025, chasing down a driver who refused to yield. The man at the center of it all was 54-year-old Joe Versey, pushing his luck from Poinsett County into Crittenden County with a trail of squad cars behind him. What began as reckless driving had escalated into a full-speed test of patience and skill. Each mile narrowed the gap, and each passing second brought more officers into the fold. The road ahead would decide just how this story ended, and it wouldn't be pretty. Through the crackle of radios and shouts across the median, the suspect's words cut through the chaos. He had a weapon. Every officer within earshot knew the stakes had just shifted, and the tension in the air was thick enough to stop anyone cold.
Get out or get tight!
When Versey reached toward the weapon he'd threatened to use, officers made the call no one wants to face. The shots fired ended both the standoff and the danger, with the suspect declared dead at the scene. Prosecutors later ruled the response was within the law, a decision that underscored just how high the stakes had been in those final moments. On September 17, 2025, a quiet afternoon on Interstate 40 turned into something far more dangerous. A blue Ford Mustang with no license plate slipped past an Arkansas state trooper who was parked on the shoulder ready to make routine stops. At first glance, it looked like a simple traffic violation. But when the lights came on, that Mustang didn't just slow down, it bolted, weaving through traffic with reckless abandon. That driver turned out to be Jamarius D. Butler, who admitted later that he ran just to avoid being caught with a single gram of marijuana. That reckless choice turned into a felony case stacked with charges speeding, reckless driving, fleeing, and carrying a weapon. Butler was hauled to the Crittenden County Detention Center, leaving his Mustang smashed and his freedom gone. It proves again that the road is never forgiving when bad decisions meet flashing blue lights. April 1st, 2021 brought sudden chaos to McCanopy when Deputy Sean McGuigan watched a gold Chevy Suburban blast through a stop sign and veer into oncoming traffic near Interstate 75.
He ran me. He's running back northbound. Stakes deployed. We missed him. That's it. We're coming through the intersection. And we're trying to make another loop. We go ahead towards center. There's the pit there. We're coming through. Looking at the something. Real something. Just headed into Marion. We got a pit. Just into the Marion County line. Successful pit. Always trying to back out of it, y'all. I'm stuck in my car. Contact.
The driver, identified as 33-year-old Matthew Martin Richardson, was taken into custody. Investigators learned he was already on probation and tied to an earlier identical event. He now faces fleeing and eluding law enforcement. aggravated assault on a law enforcement officer, driving while license suspended, and more. On December 19, 2023, just before noon, a drug task force operation in West Memphis turned into a deadly high-speed pursuit. Arkansas State Police troopers joined the chase as the suspect fled east on Interstate 40 at nearly 140 miles per hour. The man behind the wheel was wanted on multiple felony warrants and showed no concern for the lives around him. The chase came to a tragic end near the 284-mile marker when the suspect abruptly hit his brakes, colliding with the pursuing patrol car. His vehicle left the roadway and came to rest down an embankment. Colonel Mike Hagar later stated that while the loss of life was regrettable, the suspect's reckless driving posed an extreme threat to innocent motorists, and troopers were thankful no one else was harmed. Just after midnight on August 30th, 2023, Arkansas State Police responded to assist North Little Rock officers in a pursuit involving a stolen vehicle. Troopers caught up with the suspect, a Nissan Altima, speeding westbound on Interstate 630. Even after a tactical maneuver spun the car completely around, the driver managed to regain control and continue fleeing through residential streets. The suspect, identified as 22-year-old Dominic Quinton, was later caught after crashing into a guardrail and attempting to run on foot. Officers discovered marijuana in his possession. Quinton was transported to a local hospital before being booked on multiple felony charges, including theft by receiving, vehicle fleeing, and possession of a controlled substance.
Setting up again, we're crossing under Pryor Road. He's going to try to pin him again.
There are bad ideas, and then there are donuts in the middle of a busy Atlanta intersection. On July 31st, 2021, the man behind a black Chrysler 300 SRT8 thought he'd turn the road into his own stage. Blue lights popped on, and just like that, the spotlight he asked for was staring right back at him. Instead of pulling over, he decided to double down on his worst idea yet.
Oh, get on the highway, bitch. I dare you. Oh, you done fucked up now.
We are turning right onto the connector.
Yeah, they're right
to the connector.
Left lane, we're going 75, 85 north. Passing 166. We're on 166.
On the connector north, 166.
As the car sped toward a blind intersection, the tension hit its breaking point. Troopers weren't just chasing a reckless driver anymore, they were battling to keep innocent lives out of harm's way. And they knew it was time to act fast.
Road, he's gonna try to pin again.
Clear northbound, approach your fire and assess for second foot.
He's good.
Clear northbound, approach your fire and assess for second foot.
He's good. Come out.
The end came violently against a parked tractor trailer, leaving the Chrysler crippled and its driver desperate. His sprint into the woods bought him only a few more minutes of freedom before officers dragged him back into reality. From the hospital to the county jail, his wild ride turned into a record of charges. All for a moment of showing off, he proved once again why outrunning the law is a game no one ever wins. On February 1st, 2025, Atlanta police units spotted a car linked to an armed robbery in Hapeville. Officers located it near Dodson Drive, where the driver briefly stopped before speeding away, forcing the Auto Crimes Enforcement Unit to engage in pursuit through southwest Atlanta.
Radio standby.
You went left on Dodson? 2619 Dodson. 2619 Dodson.
Alright, we're southbound, stand by for a second.
Take your southbound middle. Radio, attempted pit. We're still southbound. We're going to be in front of the Georgia International Convention Center. Show on name. 16 on call. 16 on call. Show on name.
From the convention center on Main.
16 on call. 16 on call.
From the convention center on Main.
16 on call. 16 on call. What? Stand by. Felony. Do not rush it.
Do not rush it. Get on the ground! Get on the ground right now! I got driver!
Where you got him? Hey, get the out! Get the out!
How old are you? 30? 34? You 34?
Yes.
Okay.
Out here running from the police at 34 years old.
Some people just cannot resist pressing their luck. On July 16th, 2024, James Lee Mason did exactly that in a beat-up Chevrolet Impala, making erratic lane changes like the rules of the road didn't apply to him. A deputy moved in for a simple stop, but Mason had other plans. Instead of easing off the gas, he buried his foot into it, trading common sense for chaos.
Now 11.38.
That's it.
Dead end, 65. 20. Still going.
Hey, watch out. Let me get him again. Watch out.
It's like storage. Gotta go home.
February 27th, 2023 in Polk County, Florida, a stolen vehicle ripped through the lanes with zero regard for safety weaving, like the highway belonged to him. Once the dust settled, the suspect was dragged out and arrested, his joyride officially over. Along with reckless driving, he now faced charges for fleeing police, resisting without violence, and possessing stolen property. For all the chaos he caused, it ended like it always does, with troopers standing tall and one more reckless driver out of luck. On June 3, 2023, a trooper monitoring GA 204 eastbound in Savannah clocked a gray Dodge.
No, the rig. I'm gonna pin as soon as I can. Pit, rig and pit. I think we're on the end. Pit, rig and pit. I think we're on the end. Stand by. Put your hands up now! Put them up! You do anything wrong, you're gonna get killed right now. You understand me? Yes, sir, yes, sir. You see this gun in your face? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Get out of the car now. Okay. Keep your hands up. Outside. Put them outside! Okay, no, open it from the outside, you dumbass. It's loud. Don't move. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Get on the ground. Get on the ground! Get on the ground right now. On your face. All right. Okay, my leg. Shut up.
After the suspect was stopped, the driver admitted he fled because he didn't want another speeding ticket. Troopers detected a strong odor of marijuana, and the driver refused to submit to a state blood test. He was arrested and charged with DUI less safe, fleeing and eluding, and reckless driving. Right on March 22, 2024, when a Troop C patrol car spotted something that didn't fit the picture, a white Honda SUV barreling down the highway with its high beams flashing and wipers flailing despite crystal clear skies. To the Florida Highway Patrol trooper behind the wheel, the erratic behavior could only mean one thing: the driver wasn't sober.
Exiting on marker 314, exiting on marker 314. Delta water, drop conditions at this time. Light traffic, signal flow with me, light traffic, signal flow with me. Stop on. Moving off the exit in the northbound on the southbound, with the direction. Vehicle pit. Vehicle pit. More vehicles overturned. We're getting EMS 51.
Show me your hand! Show me your hand!
26 on the first sheet. Can you get a sergeant 51? You have a lieutenant 1051 as well?
40, 51, so I'm 65, 165.
Seats. Tractor supply.
Come on.
Okay.
Have a seat.
Tomorrow?
Right now.
Why, man? It's so dirty in here.
Around you get back in, that's cool.
Yeah, man.
Put your feet in. Put your feet in.
I like indica.
Put your feet in.
I like indica every day. Oh yeah.
Get out! Get out of the car! Get on your back! Get on your back! You stupid! Lay down! I don't care. Shut up! Don't talk! Just be quiet! Just be quiet! Stop talking! Get up!
Lewis's attempt to escape ended when troopers disabled her car near Sugarloaf Parkway, bringing the dangerous pursuit to a close. She was transported for medical evaluation before being booked into Gwinnett County Jail. In the early dawn of April 13, 2021, the Georgia State Patrol spotted a maroon Ford F-150 drifting across lanes on Interstate 16. To most drivers, it looked like a sleepy commuter or maybe a distracted motorist, but to trooper eyes, it screamed stolen. When the blue lights came on, the truck suddenly bolted flying down the ramp toward Interstate 75 North. That's when the real chase began.
Temple 169.
As soon as I get past the exit, I'm going to go.
Temple clear, stay within every exit.
Mistakes. In Durham County, UK, a 550-horsepower Bentley Continental GT thundered through the narrow street on May 23, 2021. Behind the wheel was Richard Bowser, a man already wanted for assault and now fueled by cocaine and overconfidence. The sleek luxury car became a blur of metal and noise as Bowser swerved recklessly past oncoming traffic. Officers quickly realized this was no routine pursuit. It was a race between power and peril.
Thank you. Heading in the general direction of Wellington still on the back road. Speed up to 90 miles an hour. I'm going to go medium risks into the 30s. I'm going to stay at medium risk for the 30s, just he's on the wrong side of the bend. Approaching the T-junction, stand by. It's left, left, left towards Wellington. Down to low risk. Medium risk for the overtake oncoming vehicle. Back down to low risk, up to medium risk for near side pedestrians, offside pedestrians. Back down to low risk into the heading out of Wellington. Yes, go ahead, Elliot. Sorry, mate.
Crash.
Yeah, Elliot, to crash with one of our traffic cars. It's going to be a decamp here, Elliot, I think.
He's doing something.
Yeah, he's gone left into the industrial estate. He's got substantial damage to his vehicle. He's struggling to keep control of it. Approaching the roundabout, he's right down on his speed now, Elliot, to 30 miles an hour. He's got substantial damage. He's gone right into the industrial estate. This is going to be a decamp, Elliot. Can we start getting units here?
Bowser's run eventually came to an end after a devastating collision that left both vehicles wrecked and officers stunned. He was still conscious, arrested at the scene. He failed both alcohol and drug tests before being charged with dangerous driving, drink driving, and drug driving. The court handed him an 18-month prison sentence and a 45-month driving ban. For a man who believed horsepower made him untouchable, the crash proved that no amount of speed can outrun responsibility. Late on January 23, 2025, Florida Highway Patrol troopers in Lee County attempted to stop a Dodge pickup traveling erratically through the night. The driver, later identified as John Cohen, ignored every command and continued northbound, prompting troopers to engage in a risky high-speed pursuit. For several tense minutes, radio traffic filled with calls for backup as Cohen refused to surrender. The chase finally came to a halt after a tactical pit maneuver forced the truck to spin out near a guardrail, ending a standoff that kept units on edge. Troopers negotiated carefully until Cohen emerged with his hands raised and was taken into custody without further harm. He now faces reckless driving, fleeing, and eluding, and resisting arrest, adding another reminder that cooperation always ends safer than confrontation. What you just saw is just one piece of a much bigger picture of danger and split-second decisions. Head over to the next video to see how quickly another routine stop spiraled into chaos. You won't believe how it unfolds. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe for more wild pursuits caught on camera. June 1st, 2023, Florida Highway Patrol troopers along the turnpike found themselves tracking a gray Ford Taurus flying northbound through Palm Beach County. Trooper Jake Lampiazzi had first attempted a stop near the 86-mile marker, but the driver refused to comply, accelerating deep into the night traffic. As more units joined in, the suspect's reckless movements across multiple lanes hinted that this pursuit was heading toward disaster.
Traffic down.
Honor, get your hands up. Honor, put your hands up. Hands up.
Just make sure the 102 is 48.
Get out of the vehicle with your hands up. Get out of the vehicle with your hands up.
51, where's the actual...
We got a pit, roll over.
Hey adrenaline junkies, welcome to Police Chase. Today we're kicking off a brand new series. People messed with the wrong cops, where every dumb move instantly triggers justice mode. Alright, let's dive in. Police were positioned at the westbound entrance ramp near mile marker 216 on Interstate 40, awaiting a suspicious vehicle reported by dispatch as a red SUV traveling at high speed.
Set 10-4. He cut me off. I won't have to do just that. It's going to be Tennessee tax 450430. Tennessee 450430. Might take the exit, stand by. No, we're going to stay 40 west.
Stand 40 west.
The red SUV was soon observed heading westbound at roughly 100 miles per hour, aggressively passing other vehicles on the shoulder.
5755, I'll follow behind you, call it.
He's passing, he's going up here on the right, stand by.
Emergency lights and sirens were activated, but heavy traffic and unsafe shoulder conditions prevented officers from closing the distance.
Right now, 40 left. I'll be aiming for about 110 right now. Roll over. Stand, roll over, stand by. Stop here, grab that.
The pursuit continued west into Lenoke and Pulaski counties, where Troop A officers ended it near mile marker 152.
We're stopped here at JFK.
Hands, driver! Hands! Driver, get out of the car! Get out of the car! Hands! Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Hands! Walk backwards!
The driver, Tego Coldero, was taken into custody and faces charges including felony fleeing, aggravated assault, and drug-related DUI with an ICE detainer placed.
Stay here. Stay. Walk, get up and walk! Get up! Get up and walk! Walk backwards! Walk backwards! Face away from me! Keep your hands on top of your head and walk backwards! Walk backwards! Walk backwards! Walk backwards! Keep coming!
Mitsubishi Eclipse, orange.
Officer Valentin relentlessly pursued a speeding Mitsubishi Eclipse in Harrison. The suspect recklessly ran a red light and drove against traffic at high speed, causing chaos and posing a direct threat to public safety.
What the heck is he doing? No, 12 Harrison. Casey's north, southbound, orange eclipse, no OPN. Show me in pursuit.
So, do you have any TV units with you?
Negative, they're behind me.
The dramatic chase ended on Highway 397 thanks to a daring pit maneuver. The powerful collision caused the vehicle to completely lose control, neutralizing the driver's resistance in the midst of the wreckage. The suspect was quickly apprehended while shouting agitatedly about his pet. The case concluded professionally, once again affirming the unwavering resolve of the Arkansas police force. In Nashville, a routine traffic stop turned deadly when Officer Josh Baker pulled over a black Camaro linked to a wanted drug felon.
Just bring your bag out here. Ma'am, stop going through it. Come step right back here. What did you take out of it?
Nothing. I was
Okay. All right, listen. Just come back here. I think we're getting off on the wrong foot, okay?
Because I'm really confused on why I'm getting stopped.
He's got several warrants.
Okay, that has nothing to do with me.
You don't know who's in the car.
Nobody's in my car.
Well, now I know that. However, now I'm going to address the other problems.
Okay, so you want my bag and all my belongings.
So just step right back here.
You a driver
right
for church at the Dollar General. Can I have you turn from 23?
The driver, Nika Nicole Holbert, initially followed instructions, but tensions rose when drugs were found in her bag and the officer tried to detain her.
Here, do me a favor, turn.
No, hold
turn
on.
around.
Don't put me in handcuffs. I haven't done anything wrong.
Ma'am.
No, don't put me
You're about to get paid.
No.
Get down. Get down on the ground. Down on the ground.
No. I didn't do nothing.
Holbert suddenly pulled a gun and shot Officer Baker. Though wounded beneath his vest, Baker returned fire, hitting Holbert. She fled the scene but crashed nearby. Officers gave aid, but she later died at the hospital. Baker survived after surgery and is recovering.
Put the gun down! 23 shots fired! Shots fired!
10-4, 13, keep at that code 3.
Body camera footage captured the entire incident, underscoring the unpredictable dangers officers face during routine stops. On September 24th, 2022, in Chico County, Arkansas, a state trooper spotted a black Chevy Tahoe with expired tags from March. Activating his emergency lights, the trooper attempted a routine traffic stop.
Get your brakes. Are you serious?
At first, the driver appeared to comply, signaling as if to pull over, but instead of stopping, he continued driving steadily at 61 miles per hour. For a brief moment, it was unclear whether he was fleeing or simply hesitant, but the intent soon became evident.
4.5, boy. 6 maybe. 6 go ahead. Yeah.
Pit.
Determined to end the pursuit safely, the trooper executed a precision pit maneuver. The Tahoe veered off the road, flipped twice, and landed upside down. Remarkably, both the driver and passenger survived the crash with no major injuries. They were safely removed from the wreckage and taken into custody without further resistance.
No, I wasn't gonna hurt him. Or me. Are y'all okay? Do y'all need an ambulance? I'm straight, man.
Pull over, man. Sorry to get Warren. We're 10.
Queens, NY, on Monday, April 14th, 2025, around 6:21 a.m., multiple 911 callers reported a man with a knife near 30th Avenue and 33rd Street. The suspect, later identified as 60-year-old King Wong, was described wearing black jeans, a burgundy shirt, a brown vest, and carrying a white bag.
knife down. Put the... No.
Officers Acosta, Tavares, LaMonica, and Coisy responded. En route, officers Coisy and LaMonica were flagged down by a witness and soon found Wong standing in the middle of 31st Street, holding a knife and speaking incoherently.
Put the knife down, sir! Sir, put the fucking knife down! Put the fucking knife down! Put the fucking knife down! Sir, put the knife down! Taser to the floor. Put the taser to the floor. Get on the ground! Get on the fucking ground! Put the knife down. Put the knife down, sir! Put the fucking knife down! Put the fucking knife down! Put the fucking knife down! Sir, put the knife down!
Despite repeated commands to drop the weapon, Wong refused. Officers Tavares and Coisy deployed tasers, but they were ineffective.
Put the knife down! Put the knife down, sir! Put the fucking knife down!
Wong moved toward the sidewalk, still armed. Officers continued issuing commands before Officer Acosta fired 7 shots. Officer Coisy fired 2, and Officer LaMonica fired 10, striking Wong. He was taken to NYC Health Plus Hospital's Elmhurst, where he was pronounced dead.
Put the knife down!
On June 22nd, 2024, around 9:44 p.m., Trooper Wright was alerted that West Memphis police were pursuing a van eastbound on Interstate 40. After ending a traffic stop near mile marker 280, police activated lights and sirens and joined the pursuit from the on-ramp. The suspect vehicle, a gray Dodge Caravan, was weaving through traffic at speeds over 100 miles per hour. Police assumed primary control and performed a successful TVI near mile marker 283, causing the van to spin and strike the median barrier.
One running. He's heading northbound into the tree line.
The driver fled on foot but was quickly apprehended by officers and a K-9 unit. He was transported to the hospital with injuries, and the vehicle was removed from the roadway and impounded. Tucson, Arizona. A quiet Saturday night on February 24th, 2024, turned deadly when a sword-wielding man charged at police inside a hotel. Around 10 p.m., the front desk clerk at a South Palo Verde hotel made a frantic 911 call. A man was roaming the hallways with a sword, alarming guests and staff. The suspect, 23-year-old Devin Lewis, appeared disoriented and unstable.
You gotta call us saying that you're screaming, waving the sword and stuff. What's that?
I swear I'm not screaming.
No, that's fine. I mean, I didn't hear you scream when I pulled up. That's just what the call is
Listen
referencing.
to me now. Listen to me, Owens. Now you listen to me, dog. Oh yeah. What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on, dude?
Huh?
When officers arrived, Lewis held the sword but didn't initially advance. Despite repeated commands to drop the weapon, he spoke incoherently and refused to comply.
I'm a hell of responsible. Unless somebody comes at me and is willing to kill me, I'm not willing to kill them.
That's how it should be. I agree 100%. But what we're trying to understand
but if they are
is...
willing to kill me and if they don't accept that they're willing to kill me...
No, I mean, that's not the case, man. Like I said, we're here to see what's going on. All right, it's not every day that somebody's out at a hotel waving a katana. You know what I mean? You're what?
I'm related to Dionysus system.
So what are you doing?
I'm practicing my way with the katana so I can become better at combat.
Are you not able to do that in the comfort of your room? Yeah, leave it there, dude. Don't f***ing do it. I'm telling you right now.
Put it down.
Don't.
Suddenly, he raised the sword and charged. An officer fired in response to the imminent threat. Police rushed to provide aid, using emergency medical kits. Fire crews continued CPR, but Lewis was pronounced dead on scene. No one else was injured. The officer who fired, Raoni Morales, had only a year of experience. His quick decision likely prevented more serious harm in a dangerous, unpredictable moment. Police were called to a report of a man threatening civilians with a knife. Sergeant Cody Rogers and his team responded quickly, issuing commands and deploying a taser, but the suspect refused to comply. Instead, he grew more aggressive, escalating the situation within seconds.
Hey, Sergio, no queremos lastimarte. Sergio, no te queremos lastimar. Get in your car. Get in your car. Taser. Taser again. Hey.
The man suddenly charged at officers with the knife, forcing them to open fire to protect themselves and others. Shouts filled the air as chaos erupted. The suspect, later identified as Sergio Groover, was fatally shot at the scene. A nearby stabbing victim was treated and has since recovered.
Don't worry.
Get on the ground.
Chase him again. Chase him again.
In the aftermath, only bloodstains and evidence remained, a haunting reminder of how a single weapon in a moment of defiance turned into a deadly encounter. On July 17, 2023, around 10:28 a.m., police intercepted a Marion police pursuit involving a black Chevrolet Tahoe that entered Interstate 40 eastbound near mile marker 282.
Tell us speeds 120 or 104, medium traffic.
Officers assumed primary control as the suspect accelerated past 100 miles per hour amid traffic.
Yeah, 67X.
Once traffic cleared, police executed a tactical vehicle intervention, causing the Tahoe to spin, strike both the outer wall and center divider, and come to a stop.
Hold on, stay back here. Stay back here. Get out with your long gun.
The driver, Thomas Bradley, was arrested without incident. He had an expired tag and a suspended license, was treated with Narcan, transported to the hospital, and later charged with felony fleeing and multiple traffic offenses.
That's how we do it. Oh, yeah. That's how we do it here. Got a little damage.
On February 21st, 2023, around 2:17 p.m., police assisted the Conway Police Department in a pursuit involving a black Dodge Charger traveling eastbound on Interstate 40. Trooper Carrie Permenter later assumed primary control near Crystal Hill.
Four's gonna be secondary. 40. 40, 152. Where are you going? Speed 90, we're on the left shoulder now. 390, let's go. Back Avenue, speed.
After Permenter's emergency equipment failed, police took over near mile marker 151 as speeds reached 120 miles per hour. The suspect drove on the shoulder before exiting at JFK, where officers conducted a successful PIT on West Pershing.
JFK, speed 112. JFK, we're going to take JFK. Take JFK.
The driver, Corey Simmons, fled on foot but was quickly caught. After brief resistance, he was taken into custody, medically cleared, and transported back to Faulkner County. On May 15, 2022, a heart-pounding high-speed chase unfolded when Arkansas State Trooper Jacob Byrd led the pursuit of a dangerously reckless driver. The chase escalated to a blistering 150 miles per hour, turning every second into a tense and risky confrontation on the highway. Despite the chaos, Trooper Byrd and his fellow officers remained focused and composed, expertly navigating through heavy traffic to bring the suspect to justice. Through strategic coordination and unwavering resolve, officers ultimately forced the suspect to stop and took him into custody, ending the chase safely.
Roll your window down! Roll your window down! Get out of the car. Let's go.
The incident stands as a testament to the skill and bravery of Arkansas State Police in protecting the public under extreme pressure.
You got him?
On December 4th, 2025, around 3:44 p.m., officers joined a dangerous high-speed pursuit on Interstate 530. The suspect raced at speeds up to 125 miles per hour, driving recklessly and passing other vehicles on the shoulder, posing an immediate threat to the public. After two attempted TVI maneuvers, the suspect lost control, struck a bridge rail, and crashed off the roadway. Officers broke the window, restrained the driver, and took him into custody without further incident. On July 3rd, 2022 in Atlanta, Officer Guerrero spotted a suspicious black SUV. As police approached, the driver immediately fled, sparking a dangerous high-speed chase. The vehicle weaved sharply through turns, even driving onto the grass, accelerating to 95 miles per hour, a reckless escape that threw the area into chaos. A decisive petit maneuver spun the SUV 180 degrees, allowing officers to quickly surround and block all escape routes, ending the chase within seconds. The driver was subdued with a taser and admitted to fleeing because his license was suspended and he was wanted. After a medical check, he was taken to Clayton County Jail, the inevitable outcome of his dangerous actions. On October 8, 2024, at the York Girls Dasco Cafe parking lot, police spotted a white Ford Expedition displaying a fake Arkansas license plate that matched another vehicle. When officers attempted to initiate a traffic stop, the SUV immediately sped off onto Highway 25, prompting a high-speed pursuit.
We'll be out with Adam William Lincoln 50 X-ray. We're going to be behind the York Girls Cafe. Just put it on a white Ford Expedition.
The suspect drove recklessly, repeatedly crossing into oncoming lanes and narrowly avoiding collisions with other vehicles. Officers attempted two tactical maneuvers to stop the SUV, but the driver managed to evade law enforcement and continued fleeing, escalating the danger to the public and responding units. third attempt, the SUV ran into a ditch, struck several trees, and finally came to a stop. The driver, later identified as Adam Brackett, fled on foot but was quickly apprehended. A search of the vehicle revealed 1.9 grams of methamphetamine.
Show your fucking head! Show me your head!
Brackett was transported to the Cleburne County Jail to face multiple charges, and one patrol vehicle sustained approximately $4,000 in damage during the pursuit. The swift response of officers ensured the situation was safely resolved. On November 21st, 2025, Trooper Loftus responded to a request for assistance from Little Rock Police during a pursuit near Crystal Valley and Stagecoach Road. He joined the chase as primary after spotting the fleeing vehicle in heavy traffic. After the driver ran a red light, Trooper Loftus performed a controlled TVI to prevent further danger. The vehicle struck a curb and stopped near a fire station, and the driver, Daviana Dean, was arrested without incident.
Their final stage carriage before baseline.
Geese County deputies responded to a report of a road rage incident involving a blue Chevrolet Silverado driven by Eddie Simmons. When officers attempted to stop the vehicle, Simmons accelerated to speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour, at times driving into oncoming traffic. During the high-speed pursuit, officers coordinated to safely bring the situation under control. Sheriff Hahn executed a precise vehicle maneuver that caused Simmons' car to lose control and come to a complete stop. Simmons briefly attempted to flee on foot, but was quickly apprehended, while his passenger managed to escape the scene. Simmons is now in custody at the Jean County Jail, facing multiple serious charges. The vehicle he was driving has been towed from the scene for further investigation.
Eddie Simmons and good wrench service.
On April 27, 2025, at around 4:34 p.m., Arkansas State Police Trooper Gannon Tiller was monitoring traffic on North State Line Avenue in Texarkana when he heard a motorcycle accelerating aggressively. Moments later, he spotted a blue and white Suzuki GSX 600 at a stoplight near Realtor Avenue. The rider, later identified as Calop Reinhardt, was not wearing protective eyewear and lacked insurance. As the light turned green, Reinhardt refused to stop and launched into a high-speed chase through Texarkana, weaving through traffic at over 110 miles per hour on St. Michael Drive before entering I-30 westbound, where he hit speeds of 120 miles per hour. Trooper Tiller attempted multiple intercepts and blocking maneuvers. At one point, Reinhardt collided with the patrol car at about 5 miles per hour, but quickly recovered and continued fleeing. He was eventually taken to the hospital, where he admitted he ran for fun, was on parole, and had consumed a 4 Loko earlier. He also claimed he had escaped troopers in November 2024 using the same route.